Hello, class 10. In the first chapter that you are getting in your book, the first chapter is related to your map pointing. So you need not go through any question from that chapter, neither you will get in the council also from that chapter any question. The first chapter that we are going to study, that is chapter number 2, Climate of India. Now the climate of India, the word climate we have already studied in our junior section. What do you mean by the word climate? Climate is the average weather condition that is prevailing over a large geographical area for a elongated time period, maybe around 50 years. So that is what is a climate. Okay. Now this climate of India, what it is, what type of climate in India we are getting? Broadly we know the equatorial type of climate, tropical type of, temperate type of, all this type of climate we have studied in the previous year. Now what is the climate of India? The India's climatic condition is called as tropical monsoon climate. Now the word tropical monsoon climate, what it is, we will see in the later part. Now the next point that we are going to see, what is the factors, what are the factors that defines the climate of a place, that determines the climate of a place. The first factor is the latitudinal extension. The latitudinal extension of the place determines the climate of a place. We have seen the two uses of the latitude in previous class again. The one is to determine the location and another one the natural vegetation. So the latitudinal extension in India, what is happening, the Tropic of Cancer is passing through middle of the subcontinent. As a result, what is happening, India is falling under the category of the tropical country. The second one we are going to see is the mountain barrier. Now Himalayas plays a very important role in defining the climate of India. In the previous class, during the time of the monsoon mechanism, at that time also we have discussed that how the Himalayas is influencing the climate of India. One, it is stopping the cold polar winds to come across to India and preventing India from chilling. And second one, it prevents the rain bearing monsoon wind to escape into the Central Asia and enforcing it to precipitate over the subcontinent. This significance you can see in page number 10 of the previous chapter for your for writing the answer also, that you will get a question. The next point that we can see is the distance from the sea. How the distance from the sea? The areas located beside the water bodies will be having a maritime type of climate or equable type of climate, and the areas which are far away from the influence of the sea will be experiencing the continental type of climate. The next point that we are going to see is the wind, what type of wind is blowing over that region, warm wind or a cold wind. So that also determines the temperature and the climate of a place. Coming to the next part, now why India's climate is called tropical monsoon type of climate? One, we have seen India is a tropical country. Why? Because the Tropic of Cancer is passing through the middle of this subcontinent. Why the word is monsoon? Because this whole landmass, including Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, whatever the countries you can think of, south of the Himalayas, this whole landmass is unified by one common wind system, and that is called monsoon wind system. The monsoon plays a very vital role in the formation of this area and terming this area as a subcontinent. As a result, what has happened, this area is called tropical monsoon type of climate. Now coming to the seasons. We have already studied in class 8 regarding the seasons. If you can recollect the things, in India we are getting 4 types of seasons. And the months are also very important accordingly. First one that we are going to see is the cold winter season. It is covering the months of December, January and February. Then we are going to the hot weather season, March, April, May. The next one is the monsoon, June, July, August, September. October and the November are the months of retreating monsoon. So these are the 4 seasons that we are getting here. The first one, the cold weather season. Winter season, mainly the cold winter season we can experience in the northern part of India in comparison to the peninsular part. Okay, that again due to the oceanic influence and water bodies influence, we are not experiencing that. And second one, due to the nearness to the equator, we are not experiencing very chilled weather condition in the southern peninsular part in comparison to the north, where the average temperature is around 5 degrees Celsius in comparison to the south, where we are experiencing around 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. The second one is the hot weather season. The hot weather season, in this season the temperature can soar up very high. as the sun is on the top of the Tropic of Cancer, what has happened due to the shifting of the pressure belts and all these things, what is happening, the temperature in the northern part is increasing to a very high extent for around 50 to 55 degrees Celsius. Like Jaisalmer, we are experiencing around 52 degrees Celsius, the maximum range of temperature. So after that, now in this weather season, there are various small wind systems are originating all across the subcontinent. First one is Kal Baisakhi. Now what is Kal Baisakhi? The word Kal has got two significance here. If you can understand, Kal means at that time it is a cyclonic depression that is occurring over the land surface due to the uneven heating of the land and the water bodies. So what is happening, because it is a cyclonic disturbance, so what is happening, the color of the sky turns totally black. So that is why it is called Kal. Another significance of this Kal Baisakhi, it brings in such a destruction to the poor farmers and to the rural areas of India, even to the standing crops and to the farm, to the houses and all these things. So what is happening, the destruction, because of that it is called Kal. And why it is called Baisakhi? Because it is occurring in the month of Baisak, according to the Indian calendar, that is in the month of April. So that is another reason why it is called Kal Baisakhi. The second wind system that is occurring, that is called Lu. We are very aware about this word Lu. Okay, in our regular day-to-day life, we go on saying this one. What is a Lu? This is a hot and dusty wind that is blowing around the Indo-Gangetic plain, especially in UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, Haryana. In this area, in this belt, it is blowing. What is happening? It increases the temperature in this area to a very high extent. The next one, that is cherry blossom shower or the mango shower. Mango shower, it is called in Kerala, and cherry blossom, it is called in Karnataka. Okay, so these are the wind systems that we are getting during the month of the summer. The retreating monsoon, the next thing that we are going to see, monsoon, I will explain little bit later because it will take much more time. Okay, the retreating monsoon, it is the monsoon period, the time when the monsoon wind that has gone towards the north, again it is coming back because of the shifting of the pressure belt and the movement of the sun, that is Dakshinayana of the sun. The sun is moving from the Tropic of Cancer to the Tropic of Capricorn. So the pressure belts are also shifting from the north to the south. So this monsoon system is going on retreating back. Okay, so now coming to the next concept, the major concept that we will be dealing here is the monsoon season. The monsoon season that we are seeing is occupying the months of June, July, August, September. These are the months when we are experiencing the this monsoon. Now this monsoon system, because of the typical peninsular shape of India, one side we are getting the Arabian Sea towards the west and the Bay of Bengal towards the east. Because of this tapering shape of the peninsular part of India, what is happening, this wind system is getting divided into two parts, and one is called Arabian Sea branch of the monsoon, another one is called Bay of Bengal branch of the monsoon. So Arabian Sea branch of the monsoon is the very important wind system for the people, for we in the subcontinent. This whole wind system is moving through this because of the Coriolis force and the Ferrel's law. If you can recollect the physics terms that we have already discussed, Coriolis force and the Ferrel's law says that that Coriolis force, that any moving object in the northern hemisphere will be deflected towards the right, and when you are so what is happening in this part, the whole Arabian Sea branch monsoon, the whole wind system is moving across India and it is covering the whole landmass. So Arabian Sea branch of the monsoon is very important for the subcontinent, because maximum amount of rainfall we are getting from the Arabian Sea branch of the monsoon. Now Bay of Bengal branch of the monsoon, you will think, why, if it is not having so much importance, why we are going to study? It is not that, dear, that it is not having that much importance. It is also giving the rainfall towards the peninsular part of India. The Bay of Bengal branch of the monsoon, though it is moving towards and escaping into the Northeast Asia, but some part is getting deflected because of the Arakan Yoma and the Pegu Yoma mountains that you are getting in Myanmar, and it starts traveling towards the along with the Indo-Gangetic plain. As a result, what is happening? All these parts of UP, Bihar, and the northeastern states and up to Delhi, we are getting the rainfall from the Bay of Bengal branch of the monsoon only. So this is the significance of the Bay of Bengal branch of the monsoon for us. So now the Arabian Sea branch of the monsoon. Coming back to the previous concept topic again, what is the Arabian Sea branch of the monsoon? Why? Now this Arabian Sea branch of the monsoon is giving most of the precipitation along the western ghat of the continent, western coastal plain, because of the presence of the western ghats. Okay, so the western ghats of the continent. So here it is giving much of the precipitation, so due to the orographic nature of the rainfall. Now this Arabian Sea branch of the monsoon is also passing through the Thar desert. But why Thar is a desert? That we are going to see in the next part of our video.